Alright, BobalosRex here. And we're talking what's going on with 11.0.7, the Siren Isle. So, let's just start off with the Wowhead post real quick. So, we're going to be getting more posts, the patch notes, and all that info soon, very soon, because we now know when it comes out, December 17th. Good for us. So, we are getting it before Wintervale. That will be relevant later. We are getting a new zone, the Siren Isle. You can check out my fly through or run through. We won't be flying till about 6 weeks in, which kind of sucks, but you will be able to like blast around the isle, and it's super small. And you're basically just going to be farming a currency for a lot of collectibles. And it is already Warbound friendly. And you can just grind it on mobs, so it's not even that bad. There's the major excavations. I'll show that off there in a second. And we got the new ring, Circe's Circlet. I'll show that. You get that super easy, and you start throwing gems in it. 1 week's worth, you'll get 3 gems. And we'll have them all very soon after, in the next couple of weeks. Maybe that will even take to the 6 weeks counter. But then we got some new mounts. I'll go over a couple of the new mounts. Thunderstorm will be returning later. Turbulent Timeways. And then the Arathi ear customization is really good. So I'll link this post just because I think it'll be updated. But let's go through all the stuff. So, this is the little command map. You'll be donating. Fill this up. Do a little weekly event that will pop up on all the different crystal sites. You got rares, you got the special missions or special assignments, you got the weekly quests, you got weekly quests all over here, you got weekly quests over there. You know, it's a weekly event island. Alright? And then that will get you the ring, which you can upgrade to 639 with all these different citrines in it, doing all sorts of things. There is a part of the ring that gives you a secondary stat, so that'll be good for make it good for most classes. They do intend it to be really good, and I think this is going to be really good borrowed power for people trying to finish the raid still, because there are groups still trying to finish the raid, and I get it. People are like, "Oh, it's so easy. Oh, it's so easy now." Well, you know what? Not everybody's you. And I know there are plenty of other guilds still working through normal. You know, if that gives them just a little bump, good for them. That's what Blizzard intends between this ring and the raid buff. It's going to be good for guilds getting cutting edge as well. All that. Also on the island, there's tons of collectibles. I've already gone through all the vendors. You can see that in yesterday's video, but there's plenty of collectibles. If you just roll up Siren mounts, you got the 4 main ones from the island. You got the color change in Snapdragon. You got the Goblin Wave Shadow. You got the Meta mount. And then you got the Stormcrow from doing all the storms and stuff. Doing zone stuff. Alright. I do have a little video on that too. But yeah, so there's some mounts. There's plenty of new transmog you can buy. There's a couple of more sets of this. You now have this version, the yellow version that they added. You also got new dwarf transmog, and then we'll go over the new Timewalking stuff. But there are also the new meta achievements, which I've already talked about. So you got the Janny's Trash Pile, which turns you into Janny, by the way. You turn into the mount. You don't ride on the mount. You turn into Janny, by the way. So interesting to note about that mount. And then there's the exploration metas, which gets you the pirate ship and the Zalatath mount. So there's those achievements. Speaking of achievements, Kazalgar Lore Master is fixed. Lore Hunter is fixed. So that would be good. You have the Kieran Tour quest line, which I've gone through, so you can see what's going on with them. There's new hunter tames on the islands, new toys, new pets as well. Just other little goodies. There's class changes, as well as racial updates, and then the Arathi ears that I've talked about. Which the Arathi ears, it's not an unlock. You just load in, and the customization is open. So it's basically like the Arathi just kind of integrated in. Then, that's the thing with this patch, right? So it comes out December 17th, just in time for Winter Veil. We get the Winter Veil update. We'll have to see more of what goodies that will entail. Because there are also a new Lunar Festival mount as well. I have looked at that, which will be at the end of January. But, so, we get the new Winter Veil updates. Then in January, after the anniversary event's over, Turbulent Timeways will start. The whole time, once the 17th hits, whenever we get a time walking, here, which one? This Cataclysm one, right? So when the patch hits, we're going to get new Cataclysm rewards, which include Transmog, like the Transmog sets we got on the BC vendor, the Wrath vendor. We're going to get new Cataclysm Transmog, as well as a new 5K mount, which is the Twilight. Here, we'll pull it up. The Twilight, the Brood of Sinistra. The Brood of Sinistra. And you may be like, oh, it's the same color. It's not actually. So this is the one we got, the dark purple. This is like the bluish purple. And then this is just like a purple. Alright, so there you go. So that one's going to pop up. And that will be like right when the patch hits. And then down the line, when we get Mists of Pandaria, we're going to get all the Time Walkings again as we go through. But Mists of Pandaria will have a new mount to obtain as well. Warlords of Draenor will have a new mount and transmog on the vendor. And Legion will have a new mount and transmog on the vendor. Okay, so get some Time War badges saved up. If you've had tons of stocked of Time War badges, this is a good time for you. Alright. And then, yeah, like I said, on the 7th, Turbulent Timeways, which will include a new B mount. Alright, we'll include a new B mount. And I assume if you do it this time around, you'll get the original one too, which I think is a good way to do it. If you do the new one, you get a new mount. And if you just got back, you do the new one, you get the old mount as well. So, hopefully that's how it works. We can't confirm it yet, but hopefully that's how it works. And then Plunderstorm 2 with the Plunder Store will start towards the end of January on the 21st. So a lot of this patch is basically fun, cool, catch-up stuff, veteran gear, little island. Then event update, event starting, Plunderstorm return. So this patch, which we seem to see for these 0.7s, is kind of part catch-up. We do get that hype quest for future stories with the Harneer, so we'll have to see where that goes. And we do know where we are going Undermine. But it's just that it's not really the middle patch, but it's that little teaser patch. So we got some stuff to do, but a lot of events and a lot of fun stuff to do next month. Or in January, at the start of the year, if you're kind of bored of this. But if you're a collector and you want some of the stuff on the island, you like those new metas, you want to set some goals to get those quests, you do got some fun stuff to do on this island here. So that's what's going on. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.